All right, we're going to look at Levi Jones-Leary's Berimbolo counter to saddle that he hit against Oliver Taza just a couple of years ago now in WNO.
For situations like double DQs for committing to a game plan, but we see none of that double DQs for committing to a game plan.
But let's just talk about first just controlling from saddle, because then we can talk about why Levi's, sort of counter one worked, but two can also be risky if you're not careful. So when I'm working from saddle, main attack we're thinking about is going to be the inside heel hook. Now, Damien knows this. The right move generally is to try and turn and hide his heel. Then he's trying to, pummel behind my leg, work to like this sort of running man escape to make his way out. This is sort of the default way people try to escape saddle. Now, earlier on, a common thing people try and do is they would just think about almost exposing their heel here and then just turning to try and pull their leg out in this direction. Now, it can work, definitely can, work this way, but it's really, really risky. Because what Damien has to do is has to expose his heel initially, and then if he doesn't pull his leg out, he's in a pretty deep heel hook here. And then now he might get seriously hurt. So this is why the highest percentage option is going to be hiding the heel, taking away that initial opportunity for submission, and then looking to work your way out. Now, when we're in saddle, what I want to do to stop Damien turning and hiding his heel is picking up the secondary leg here. So Damien tries to turn in this direction. Very difficult. I brought his two knees together, it immobilizes his hips, but then now I have to make this transition from controlling the secondary leg to actually exposing his heel. Because even though he can't turn and hide it right now, I can't just necessarily reach down because I've got to get this leg out of the way. And so you'll see people do different things, like trying to pick the leg up over the shoulder here, and then eventually looking to try and get a hold of the heel. So these things are important to understand when we go into Levi's saddle defense. So Damien's got me in saddle here. As we know, if I just try and turn and pull my leg out, it could be, I get heel hooked, or it could be I get my knee out. It's a little bit of a risk either way. But what happened in the match is Taza gets the secondary leg here, and Levi exploits the fact that Damien has to make a transition from the secondary leg into a heel hook here. So if I stick my heel out right now, Damien doesn't necessarily have the heel hook here. He's got to get my leg out of the way in some fashion and then pick this up. So I have a brief moment of opportunity where I can actually expose my own heel. And this is exactly what Levi did, where he turns away from Taza, kicking in the chest here with his right leg and looking to turn and pull his knee out here. And then the idea is going into a bowler, so he wants to beat the knee here. Then he starts looking to go through, starting to try and expose the back.
Super quickly, if you're enjoying the video, like and subscribe.
So it is taking a risk there in the fact that he exposed heel. Actually, we'll do it on the other side first, so if you're seated, yeah. So he's picking up the secondary leg here, and the idea is I'm turning, kicking across with my left leg here, so trying to make this space so I can pull my right knee out. And then the idea is I've got to get my left knee, beating Damien's knee here, because then I can start thinking about going straight through into my bolo here to start trying to take his back. Now, where this actually occurred in the match was actually off the back step, where Levi's playing off his back here, Taza sits in, he's kicking, using this to bring himself out of saddle and out of danger. And then going straight into the bolo. So we'll do that once on the other side as well. So Taza steps in here, he actually collects the leg, he successfully picks this up. Levi's turning away, kicking, using this here to go into his bolo. And then now we've also talked about this before, trying to stay on Achilles grips and things like this here. We can also go into mermaid bolos and such.
If you're enjoying the content, check out Atomic Dojo, where you get access to online jiu-jitsu coaching. It's over 1,000 videos, you can ask questions and even get feedback on your rolling. Link down below.